Hello, everybody. I'm here. It's Jay once again. I thought I was live actually just now, but I didn't realize that I wasn't live. I had to actually click the go live button here in StreamYard. But I just want to share this with y'all. This was something that caught my attention. I know many of you know about World Star Hip Hop, and World Star Hip Hop. You find a lot of foolishness there, and it's a little bit of craziness, and I don't really watch it no more. But one thing I said is that if I want to see what's really happening, and not in the news, if I want to see what's really happening from the people, I need to go watch World Star Hip Hop, right? So I did that, and I actually came across a video from a lady that was in the hospital. She's very sick, and the hospital actually told her to leave and go home and quarantine. But then they told her that she had 95% chance of having coronavirus, but they were telling her to go home and be with her family. Right. So I just want to share that video real quick with y'all. I want to share that video and let y'all see for yourself because this just blew my mind, the things that she was saying. And I'm happy that I found this video. And I do want to continue to go to Raw Star Hip Hop just to hear the real news from the people and just seeing what's going on out here. So let me share that with y'all.
I really don't even know what to say right now. But I've just been notified that I've been infected with the coronavirus. Um, I feel nothing, so I'm good. Um, Shan's Shan's is full of shit. No cap. This shit could have been. This shit could have been fucking. Just fucking. They could have been fucking helped me with something. A couple nights ago, I woke up out my sleep with a high fever. I it was like some shit I never felt before. Threw up everywhere. Um, Fucking passed out. Paramedics came and got me. Took me to the emergency room. They said that I had the bug. I had influenza. Gave me a prescription. They said I was good, and they let me walk about the hospital all day today. My respiratory system has not been working. I haven't been able to breathe, yo. She just told me that my respiratory system is infected, severely infected. 95% I have corona, 5% I don't. So I really like I'm so blown. They got me locked in the room and they talking about it's a dub basically like it ain't nothing they could do, you feel me? And that um the test is so so limited. So they just want me to self quarantine and shit like that. And but my shit is already shutting down on me, my respiratory system, and they want me to go home with my fucking family, dog, and put my fucking family
That's crazy. I want to go home with her family.
in
This is
jeopardy of
crazy.
this shit instead of fucking helping the nigga. You feel me?
Let me skip past this
But
little
I'm a
bit.
soldier, you did. Shit crazy. But everybody that has been around me though on some G shit, please y'all go get tested, whatever the fuck y'all
Right.
can do, bro, cause this shit is serious as fuck. This shit this shit is serious, and the feeling that I ain't got from this shit, my body hurts, son. Shit wild as fuck. They don't want to help a nigga, you feel me? Shit. But if I'm gonna go out, nigga, I'm gonna go out like a G, you dig? I've had symptoms of this shit for days, and now this shit have attacked my respiratory system. I always been healthy. I never had asthma. I never had shit, and this shit the worst. This shit they just telling you to wait to die, nigga. Basically, if you ain't got a strong immune system for this shit, you a dub. You a dub. You a dub. And they don't give a fuck. They sending me back to the house, nigga. Like shit ain't even that mild no more, nigga. They sending me back home to my family like this. My body is on fire. My body is on fucking fire, yo. But
All right, I gotta stop this, y'all. I gotta stop this real quick. So, that's the situation. Uh, it's a sad situation. It's a very sad situation. Yeah, and I see some people in. What's going on, P City? What's going on, Dante? Food is life. How you doing? Um, yeah, and like you said, these are some strange times, and it's real sad. Let me just add Kay here. We got Kay on the line with me. What happened? Kay, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, man, it's crazy right now. This is what's happening. These are the times we in. I'm not sure if you've seen the video. If you haven't seen it, you're welcome to rewind back to the beginning of the live stream and see what happened with the video. Now, basically what happened is she went into the hospital. They really couldn't test her. They didn't have test kits. So then when they finally tested her, it was said that she was 95% positive with coronavirus, which is pretty much positive with it. And then they sent her home. They wanted to send her home to her family, and that's crazy because, usually if a person has symptoms that bad or if they have the flu, you're definitely not supposed to send that person home,
Mm-hmm.
That shouldn't be the first thing you do. That person should be quarantined right away. And I've seen that she was in a hospital room, and it's good that she was in that hospital room, but she needs to stay there, And it's just sad that they were looking to send her home so fast. But so what do you have to say about that, Kay?
Yeah, it's very sad, and you can actually see how she was suffering on this
Mm-hmm.
virus right now. Because the
Mm-hmm.
reason I also feel the sadness because here in the Philippines, there's one city here in Metro Manila. I'm not gonna mention the name of the city,
Mm-hmm.
where 13 of the positive patient sent
Mm-hmm.
home, but it's not really they're not sent home when they are positive, but they're while they're waiting, they are under person under investigation. They are at home
Mm-hmm.
only when they found out they're positive, and they're staying in an urban community where poor urban community where you can transfer it easily. That's make me very sad more than this one also. It's sad that the one what happened to her, but this is more sad as well that they're allowing them to go home. They should not allow them to go home because this virus is easily transferred. So,
Mm-hmm. It is.
you know,
And
I
and
don't
to
know.
answer your question, P City, I've seen some information today that show they don't have a vaccination for it yet. The only way they can create a vaccination is if the vaccination can also create some antibodies or something like that to help them out with their immune system. Because people need something to boost their immune system, so it has to have that in it. They can't just give a regular vaccination. It won't work. So a vaccination won't work for this type of strain of what's happening.
Hmm.
One way to do it is I seen an article, and I'll share that in my next video. I seen an article on, it showed you ways to actually, kill a virus, and it breaks it down. It even talks about MERS and SARS and all of these new things that are happening with the CV going on. So it breaks that down, and it shows different ways and different steps you can take with natural remedies as far as getting your gut health right. You're getting your gut health right, and making sure you're taking your garlic and taking other supplements and getting a better diet and being more natural. It speaks about that, and that's the way to do it. Because that's what's happening in China, and they won't mention it. They won't mention it to the rest of the world. Out there in China, they have these old remedies that they're doing, and Kay knows about that, right, Kay?
Yeah. They
Like in
said
China.
when this virus, just don't mention, guys, the name of the virus because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Jay, we're gonna get unlimited ads. um, YouTube are a little bit off when it comes to mentioning the name of the virus. Just say it's virus. But anyway,
Hmm.
during the time when this issue is coming, they, I always watch the news, and they said that you need to boil uh, eight cloves of garlic, and
Hmm.
then after you boil, you drink it, and that's gonna help also on having a strong immune system. But even though
Hmm.
What Jay doing right now, he's eating the fresh garlic
I
each
eat the
day.
garlic straight up. See, I take the garlic, right? I
Do
break
it.
off the clove and I put it in my mouth and I chew it. And you can feel the allicin. That's what it's called. That's what the chemical is that helps fight off these different viruses. You can feel it going into your body. Another one is echinacea, right? Echinacea. That's what I take. That also helps fight viruses. And what it does is it helps you from even. It gives you your stronger immune system, so you won't even get it. And I do want to make another video talking about that because a lot of people don't realize if you build up your immune system by doing these things before you get it, you probably won't get it and it'll pass right over you. So it'll be a situation where you're outside and people are coughing or people coughing and things going on in your face, and I won't go outside without being protected. I'm not Superman, but still, it'll stop you from even getting it. Like say if you're drinking a lot of green tea. Green tea has flavonoids in there that actually kill viruses. And what it does is by doing these things, by taking echinacea, by getting Paul Diarco, which I have to go back and get some more. And it's crazy. Let me just talk about this for a second. You go to the stores, right? Like Kay knows, we were up in Healthy Options, right? And I'm talking with the people in Healthy Options, and I'm looking like this is happening right now. It's starting to go into full effect. And I'm like, hey, look, all these remedies here, these natural remedies are still right here. They're all still right there on the shelf. The shelf is packed, stocked with all these things. And I'm sitting there looking like, wow, that's crazy because a lot of people don't know how to how to prevent themselves from getting certain things. And it's true because it's like what you say, Kate, prevention is better than what? Better than a cure, right?
Prevention is better than cure. And just to add about what you said earlier about healthy options, um, people are buying more tissue or alcohol. Of course, alcohol is
Yeah,
very helpful, of course, but also the price is very expensive. It's in
hmm,
healthy options. But
it is.
right now, Jay used to buy a lot of L-carnitine, bottle of zinc, and also the echinacea. We don't drink it, and now I started drinking every day, and it's really helpful. The zinc is good
Hmm.
for this virus, and the
Hmm.
echinacea. So I suggest you guys it's really helpful if you can get something like that in the
And
no.
yeah, and the crazy thing with Kay, right? I said, you notice when this happened, I said, you notice I already got all that stuff at home.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you look up all the things and the different reports that's coming out, like if you look on the WHO website, right? They'll say, okay, garlic. If there's no proof, they say there's no proof that garlic can prevent it. But with everything else, they say no, 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 no. But then they say, oh, there's no proof. But no, there is proof because on past viruses, there's people that have built up immune systems for past viruses, that are protected from these things. And the way to do that is by staying healthy, eating right, and making sure you're protected by doing these things ahead of time. Especially if you're young, you're young, maybe you're around my age, close to 40, or you're a little younger, or even a little older. You can be 50 years old. If you're doing the right things to protect your body, you'll be safe. But this is the thing. This is why I wanted to show you guys this interview right here with her that she did it for herself. Right? Let me share my screen again. And what happened with her? This was the sad thing that I seen. Right? I'm not sure. Kay, let me know. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
This is what they're saying about the girl, right? shouldn't have been
Yeah.
gay.
Mhm.
This is how it's people are so savage out there. It's sad. Shouldn't have been gay. Eat raw garlic. Dead ass. Die Daki. And then people are going back and forth with them, and like people are arguing over this girl talking about herself dying. They're saying, "Oh, I don't like dykes," and you know, I don't want to say that this chick is ugly. Hope she get well soon. That was positive. But that was the thing that made me sad. Is you look down in the comments and it's like, wow, people are so savage when this girl is really going through and crying her heart out, and she might die. You know,
Mhm.
she just might die, and it's like nothing even is going on. People talking like it's a regular day, and that's sad. It's really sad, and it crushes my heart to see that that's happening. We
Mhm.
shouldn't wish no harm on anybody or even speak harm on anybody. That's
And
just the time
also
we
the
living in.
feeling, yeah, Jay, I just want to add because once you get this virus, you will be away from your family. It's like you
Hmm.
are. It's automatic. Like everybody around you is not gonna be. It's not allowed to be with you no more, and you will die alone. It's either you will be cremation, or
Hmm.
they will just dig and just put you there. It's not like you're not gonna get a funeral at all. So this virus is really serious. So I hope people will not judge if ever a person said that I have it, because it's
Hmm.
really really painful for that person. Sometimes the person died because of the mental stress, not because of
Hmm.
the virus. They die because of virus, but because they think too much. They're very sad. They are like
Well,
everything. It's mostly mental, but if you have a
yeah,
strong
mental.
mentality, you're able to fight the virus. You're able to make yourself strong and
Hmm.
get better.
Yeah,
So
but
I
I said
hope
it.
people stop bashing.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this, Kay, and I don't know if you guys remember on my last live stream. I think it was the last one, right, Kay? Remember when I said it and you were speaking against me, but I said, Kay, I know what I'm talking about. Remember when I said Kay is probably better to be in China right now? Remember I said that?
Yeah.
I said, Kay, you see what's happening in China and you see the way they stopping it? Like
Mm-hmm.
in the past month, China only had 400 new cases, while the rest of the world is sprouting numbers are sprouting all over the place. I said, Kay, right now China is probably the safest place to go. Right
Mm-hmm.
now, the reason why is because you can see from the number of people healed and the number of new cases, like, wow, wait a minute, they figured something out. Now,
Mm-hmm.
what did they figure out? Because there's no cure. So,
Yeah.
what did they figure out? They didn't figure out anything. Like these things, like food is life. It's funny you have a good name because food is life. What they did was they figured out food. They gave them better diets. What's happening in America, most people are overweight. Most people are overweight. They're not eating right. They don't know about these natural remedies. You know, um, People panicking and they're buying toilet paper. Like, what's toilet paper gonna
Mm-hmm.
do? You got to get your life right.
Mm-hmm.
Like now's the time to get your life right. And what's happening is people got all this toilet paper, and then even I'm guilty of it. I have a bunch of chips that I buy, but still I take my natural food. Where oranges and apples and bananas and cabbage and
Mm-hmm.
onions and raw garlic, and make sure I get everything inside my body to help fight this. Tea, green tea. You take your alfalfa greens and your all of your drinks. Right now is the time to do that, to where you get all that stuff in your body, so you build up your immune system. That's the thing. You notice they keep saying that. That's one thing they keep saying: the immune system. One thing they're not telling us is that China, there's no cure, but the cure is healthy diet. The cure is antivirals. It's all natural stuff. China's been doing this stuff for years. You know, there's grandmothers out there saying, "Oh, okay, eat this and drink this and drink this." Think about it. China's always drinking teas, right, Kay? What
And
are they
also,
always
you
doing?
notice,
Drinking
you
teas.
also Korea, Thailand, even though Thailand has
Yeah,
growing also, but
a lot of people
their
not
death
dying.
rate is not a
Very
lot.
low.
Yeah.
It's because
I'm
these
so
are
sad
innocent
because
countries.
here in the Philippines we have a lot dead
Hmm.
already. But I hope this one is really gonna finish because it's really boring at home. Even
Yeah.
though we work at home,
Hmm.
it's like this virus is really is killing us. Like,
You know what it is? Philippines is more westernized than the rest of the
mhm,
world. That's the problem in the Philippines. The Philippines is more westernized than the rest of the world. It's about I think around 800 to 900 Jojo, but the Philippines is more westernized than the rest of the world. So the Philippines, you know, eats like the rest of the world. You know, they don't eat so much like even though you have Chinese, Filipinos, and all of that here, and those people that are do have those roots may be fine because of the way they eat, you know, and the natural remedies that they know and understand. But yeah, that's what's going on, and that's why you got to look at countries like China. If you look on that counter, right, and then you look at
mhm,
China, and then you look at Japan, and you look at a lot of these countries, you notice that they have more recovered.
mhm.
No, what they know is they know it's not that they know something we don't know. We know it. We're just not doing it. It's all about
Right
health.
now, yeah, Jay. Because
Right.
I was seeing Jojo's message. She said how many in the Philippines. As of today, I'm watching this Roy Lab um, YouTube channel, and he's always updated when it comes to the corona, the virus.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's,
we cannot mention that, guys. Please don't mention it.
that's all right.
Anyway, it
I probably won't get monetized. I probably won't be monetized for this anyway. It's all right.
it's 1,075 cases in the Philippines, 68 death, and 35 recovery. In
Mm-hmm.
Thailand right now is 1,264 cases, seven death, and 49 recovery. US is
Don't name all the stats.
112,418.
Don't name all the stats. See the
Huh?
thing with the U.S. Don't keep naming it, but see the thing with the
Okay.
U.S. Right. This is what it is with the U.S. Right. If you look at U.S. probably has the most test kits out of the whole world. Right. So that's why the numbers are raising so fast. Right? Like I
Mm-hmm.
doubt that the Philippines has nowhere as near as much test kits as U.S. does. You know, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what's happening right now, and that's a topic for another live. Is that yeah, and Russia probably has some curious some natural things they're doing too, Vladimir. I'm sure. I've seen that too. I've seen that too. But you know, what's happening in U.S. is in places like Russia too, places like China, places like UK, you know, France. These countries have the most test kits, so you're going to see those numbers rise the fastest, right? But you don't a lot of and you have to see that and go, okay, no, I understand what's happening. Is that you know there may be other countries out there that you know just don't have as much test kits and that's not getting people tested as fast. You know, like the same girl that was complaining, she's in Florida. I'm sure within a day or two from her complaint, I'm not sure if that was yesterday. I think it was. I think it was a couple of days ago. I'm sure by now her hospital probably received, you know, 500,000 test kits, and they're probably sending.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure of the number. I'm just, you know, just throwing a number out there. They probably send 100,000 test kits to each hospital by then, you know, and the country's going to go bankrupt because you got Trump spending trillions of dollars
I know.
for
I
what's
see
going
that
on
too.
right now. Trillions.
Mm-hmm.
Like money's not backed on anything, and you taking another trillion out. It's about to go. It's about to get crazy out here. You know, and
Yeah. Even
I
in the
think that may be
Philippines,
the last president.
yeah, Jay, just to compare, in the Philippines, they're planning to give 5,000 to 8,000 pesos to the people that really need it, who doesn't have a job no more. That's going to be good for 2 months. And they're trying to, I think around 200 billion pesos will be released
Hmm.
to the people who are like people who doesn't have a regular job. So I don't know how they will identify it, who will be given, but it's going to be released very soon because they're thinking that it's better to give the money and let the people buy the food instead of bringing it to the house because it will create more like social distancing problem. People are going to fall
Hmm.
in line, or it's going to people were just going to be around the person who's giving away. So it's really dangerous. So that's why they're planning to give money here in the Philippines. I also watched the what do you call this? In US about the trillion thing that President Trump Trump announced. Trump announced. Jojo said that she's getting anxiety when she watch this kind of video, but
Hmm.
Jay is also having like that a little bit. But that's
No,
my morning breakfast. Whenever I woke up, I
you
always
know what
watch
it is?
news.
No, no, it's not. It's not that. It's you know what it is when you wake up and then stress is on your mind because it does get me
Mhm.
stressed out. Because it's not about myself. I know I'm gonna be fine. You think about family. You think about
Yeah, I
family.
know.
You think about your family you have spread all over the country. You know what I'm saying? In the worst state, I have a lot of family in that state. I got a lot of family in New York. Everybody I know is in New York.
Hmm.
You know,
Oh yeah,
so yeah, everybody. I
it's
probably know.
53,000 now in New York.
I'm
Fifty-three
saying
thousand cases.
it's 53,000, and I know a lot of old people in New York. I got a lot of family in New York. You know,
Mm-hmm.
most of the people I know is from New York. So out of everything happening, and it's spread all over New York. So my family's still in New York. And now I can't even go back there if I even wanted to. So
It's sad.
it's crazy. It's sad, and it's that a lot of people don't understand of ways to keep themselves healthy and prevent it. They
Hmm.
People don't think when you see the numbers going crazy like it is, you can't. People don't think that they can prevent it. That's
Hmm.
what's happening. People don't think that they can prevent it. But if you look at the sites, you look at sites out there, right? You find certain
Hmm.
sites. Like I found a site, right? Let me share this with you guys real quick. I was gonna save it.
Yeah, you show me, Jay. You show me alone. Oh, what happened? Jay left the left the group left the group chat. Guys, while waiting for Jay, let me read this one. From Crazy Corpse Man, no relief supplies for people in area for North Caloocan. I bought 200 kilos of rice to help people near me that needed. Oh, thank you, Crazy Corpse Man. Very nice of you. Jay, you out.
Yeah,
Jay
no,
is
no,
coming
no.
back. You kick
I'm having
yourself
to.
out.
Yeah, yeah, no.
Thank you, Crazy Corpse Man. Very nice
Yeah,
of
yeah.
you. Sometimes this is the best. Sometimes this is the best time to share your blessings, whatever you have. If we
Mm-hmm.
have a car, we already have like we can go around and do that. But it's right now it's hard. Maybe after, right, Jay?
Yeah,
After.
definitely after this slows down, we'll be able to get back out there. But let me share this with y'all. Let me actually share. I have to share my screen again.
Thank you,
Hold on, you
Crazy.
talk a little bit there.
Yeah, just I'm just reading the comment here. Food is life said President Dump. Sorry.
Yeah, Trump is the
It's
worst, and the crazy is the sad thing about it, right?
pronunciation error.
This is the sad thing with Trump. Hold on, let me stop sharing this.
Let me read the message of PCT. Strange how it spreaded from country to country so rapidly, it's moving faster than it air. It seems it's like they want to kill people. I don't know. This virus is like a weapon to kill people. Double portion of blessing will come your way. Yeah, that's true, sis Jojo. Nice. This is for Crazy Corpse Man from Sis Jojo. She said, double portion of blessing will come your way. Hi, Kay. I wanted to send money to my relatives. Are they? Yes. Layla, Roa, they're open. My sister is working what do you call this? Cebuana. Open din po ang Western Union, but make sure ask them to go there early, maybe around 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. because I went to Western Union the other day. They said they open from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. only. So once you send the money, ask them to come very early because they close early as well.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Pray for New York, Jay. You don't want to be in New York.
Yeah, definitely
RN.
don't. Actually, I kind of do. I kind of wish I was there right now. I kind of wish I was there because
Mhm.
I would be trying to find a way to move around and go see my family while they're locking it down. I'll be trying to find a way to move around
What happened
like
with your
Mike,
video,
like,
Jay?
like Michael Schofield.
Yeah.
I'll be sneaking in and out of territories because I would have to. I feel like I would have to see my family and make sure that. they're preventing themselves from being affected. But yeah, I'm going to share this with you guys. I'm going to share this with you, and
You found it?
yeah, I found it. I found it. I'm going to
Okay.
share this with y'all right now. Let me add it to the stream here. All right, can you see my screen?
I can see it right now. I don't think they can see it yet. Maybe it will load. I'm the only one can see
Yeah,
it
no,
right
it's
now.
there.
Yeah, it's loading now.
Okay. All right, so it was just how viruses work and how to prevent them naturally. And this was updated on the 13th. That's the key here, right? So I was looking through this the other day and I said, okay, let me see what's going on here. Identified more than 2,000 viruses. They only 0.10% affect humans. They talk about the Spanish flu. We often hear that many dangerous strains of influenza begin in China. That's when I started saying, okay, well, let me read this more. The belief is based on a dense population of humans living in close proximity to high populations of animals, dangerous viral strains. But really, it's not that. It's that they're actually cooking animals out there. That's what's going on. If none of you knew, but I'm sure you do. So, a virus is a pathogenic parasitic organism that isn't classified as being alive. So let's go through this. So it's saying that all of these things that are happening right now are RNAs, all right? See, as you see here, SARS, this, that, or RNA viruses. Now, it goes from a bird to a human. All right, so now it shows the life cycles that it has, the lytic and also the lysogenic life cycle. So then I said, okay, the virus focuses on reproduction and invades a cell, inserts DNA, and creates thousands of copies of itself. Bursts through the cell membrane, killing the cell, and each new virus strain invades. Now, this is talking about the new ones that's happening right now. That's what I liked about this article, right? Where if you go look at the WHO, they're saying, "Oh, well, yeah, this may help," but they don't really give any help. But Urology Virginia posted this on the 13th. That's what made me read it. I said, okay, this may, because sometimes you can find some gems if you look for them. So I said, all right, let me read this. Let me read it. Now it says our bodies fight off invading organisms, including those all the time. Our first line of defense is the skin, mucus, and stomach acid. So if we inhale it, the mucus traps it. If it's swallowed, the stomach acid may kill it. If it gets past the first line of defense, the innate immune system comes into play. So that's when you have to have the strong immune system. So now here it talks about lymphocytes, T cells, and B cells, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah, it's getting boring. It's
yeah,
getting...
no, that's not gonna skip. I'm gonna skip some of this. Antibodies are formed by it, fight and recognizes it. Now this is how vaccinations work. The body has fought a similar infection, but they can mutate. So sometimes so much that the body cannot recognize them as a similar infection that they fought in the past. So they can also be so fast acting, they can kill before the lymphocytes come into play. That's why they can't create a vaccine for this.
Mm-hmm.
See, so now when we go down here, antibiotics don't work, conventional treatments don't work. They definitely don't want you to panic. Now it says a sick gut has an abundance of fungi and other pathogens, and a healthy gut has a wide variety of beneficial bacteria. So now a healthy immune system begins in the gut with a healthy balance of beneficial bacteria. For far too many Americans, candida, that's what's doing it. Overgrowth comprises the immune system as it is constantly fighting the battle to keep candida in control. If you do become ill, do not feed the virus or the candida with sugar. So yes, you need to drink a lot of fluids, but don't drink sodas. Gargle, and you should gargle with either root cider, or apple cider vinegar. That's what it says. So definitely have your apple cider vinegar in the home. Make sure you have a lot of fluids even before it hits. Make sure you get a lot of vitamin A, D, E, C. Take the vitamins, which you should get it naturally through food. Also, zinc is good for you. Berberine. Now these are the alkaloid compounds. Probiotics is good. Garlic, it's an antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial. You can take garlic in a tonic, or if you can handle it, chew raw garlic. That's where you get the most benefit from it. And not only will it help fight it, it will help kill any secondary infections trying to take root. So what happens is, imagine if you're taking it before you even get it, you probably won't even get it. Now, so echinacea here not only supports the immune system, it has also been proven to reduce the severity and duration of the infections. So that will help stop it. Colloidal silver is good. This has actually been known. This is what I heard from other people that this actually helped stop Ebola. The flavonoids in green tea are believed to fight viral infections by preventing the virus from entering host cells and by inhibiting replication. So also olive leaf extract, por has been used in indigenous medicines, and that's the things that the Chinese know. That's why there's not a bunch of there's a whole bunch of people recovering over there because they know this naturally just from with their head. Now, also here studies have shown that I don't know what that word is. A compound found in licorice root was more effective in fighting samples of see that word there? Can you see that, kid? You see it? Yeah, I don't want to say it, but studies have shown that a compound found in licorice root is more effective in fighting samples of that than 4 antiviral drugs. It reduces viral replication, cell absorption, and the virus's ability to penetrate cells. It also being used to treat this. So if it's being used to treat that, it's definitely going to stop that. So St. John's wort is also being used. It also helps treat that. So if it can help treat this, it's going to help you stay away from this. Okay, now it just shows the different things, and the thing it talks about is having a healthy stomach, and that's how you do it all. So I just had to tell you guys that really quickly. I'm not sure if I know a lot of you may have not known that, and as you see there, this is recent. This is not the studies they're going to show on the WHO site. So if you're on the internet, you have to be careful of not finding a lot of fake sites, and make sure you find a site like that. And let me give you the make sure you stay away from the fake news. So I'll post this actually in the stream because I'm sure by now this video is I hope it doesn't get taken down. But it probably will, because when you're telling people the truth, that's when they take it down. But that's what's going on in China. China figured it out. But guys, that's the link there. Make sure you view it. Make sure you get what Kay has in her hand. Start taking your garlic to make sure you build a protective barrier around yourself so it can't even penetrate you. That's the thing. Prevention is better than the cure. Start eating healthy. And the best way to eat healthy is like say if you're eating cabbage, right? Just chop up a bunch of cabbage and eat it like a salad. Eat it like a salad. Eat more raw food. That's what gets that's medicine. Raw food is medicine. Yeah.
I have here one in the chat room who said that he's waiting. Oh, I can hear myself. I have here Darkman.
GMX.
For the result. The US is crazy. It's so contagious. You need to be yourself. The people may not know the impact. I'm waiting for my results. Thomas, those people who's in live right now, we can pray for Thomas.
Yes.
Prayer really works aside from those things.
Yeah, prayer.
And also being healthy. This one you were drinking, hallucination. I don't know, I'm having a
Echinacea. I have a problem with that too. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody.
Oh, they cannot hear me because I'm in mute and I'm talking. I don't know if they can hear me. Sorry, it's my fault.
Oh, that's why.
I don't know if they can hear me. But anyway, guys, let's pray for Darkman Thomas. His name, I think, is Thomas. So I hope he will be negative in his result for this virus. And as I was saying earlier, prayer really worked. And being healthy, always eat vegetables. And this one is really helpful. This is antiviral that we bought. Jay bought it because when this virus came around January, he went to healthy option and bought this one.
No, I didn't buy it. I already had it.
No, I thought you bought it. You bought it.
No, I had it.
You have it. Oh, I don't know. Okay. So
No,
I
already
didn't
had
see
it.
this. I didn't even try to drink this because he bought a
No.
lot of bottle like this. Like
this is the thing we're
Before
having
a
with
lot
K,
of
right?
healthy options, Bato.
This is the thing with K, right? This is the thing with K. I have like a lot of things that are here in the house, and I go, K, this is good for this. This is good for this, and she just ignores me, right? Until now, now she, she has no choice but to listen to me. I'm like, hey, you see, we have already have the stuff here that we need. She's like, oh, okay, yeah. And I showed her the same article. I'm like, say, look, babe, I already got this in the house. She's like, oh, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. Now she believes me.
This one is crazy. It's like sometimes when you have cough or when you wake up because it's cold and then the
Yeah.
aircon, you have this. It's like, oh, it's really like you get like, oh, did I get sick? But I don't go out for
Mhm.
12 days now. So anyway, 12 days or maybe like how many days we went like almost, oh no, not 12 days, sorry, my fault, like
Mhm.
around 8 days. So this one is crazy, like you think a lot of negative things, but all you need to do is just think positive, as I saying, eat the garlic,
Mhm.
take eat vegetables, exercise, just stay healthy and just don't go outside and you'll be fine. But sometimes this one is like, I don't know, it's like is really really crazy because you doesn't know when you're gonna have it if you're outside. Anyway, I don't know if I make sense, but that's what I want to say. Sorry
Mhm.
about the mic, guys. Hangster said he cannot buy any lozenges outside. Try Fisherman. Fisherman lozenges is also good. I usually buy that when
Well,
I always have a sore throat, so
no, not
that's
not
what I
not,
do.
not that because that's chemicals. He needs to find a store that has I forgot what the name of the lozenges is. Like they have echinacea lozenges, and they have like these natural things like Pauliarco lozenges, and that will help you out with your throat, and that's natural, and that also kills viruses. So you need something that kills viruses that's also a lozenge. So look that up. Look up the article I posted in the look up the article that I posted in the chat that shows the different antivirals there, and then you
Hmm.
can go to the store and say, "Hey, I need a lozenge of one of these, one of these here." And the crazy thing is, if you get a green tea lozenge, green tea actually, helps out with that too. It helps kill it.
Jay, I want
So,
to address the question of food is life about ibuprofen, because
hmm
it was in the news as well about the ibuprofen medicine. They
hmm
suggest do not buy it because it's really make your symptoms or your viruses worse, because
oh
they said in Italy that's the
yeah,
first medicine, that's the medicine they give to some people there before that's why it get more and more and more. So I
well,
don't know if it's fake news, but I hear it in also
no
in
problem,
the,
Israel.
uh,
Somebody in the U.S. died like that too.
I think it's true, yeah.
Well, hold on, okay, hold on. It's not natural, right?
It's a medicine. It's like
Yes, medicine. So
ibuprofen.
yeah,
It's
medicine.
either
No,
Advil or something.
yeah, yeah. Don't take no medicine. Yeah, don't take any medicine. The best thing that can heal you is food, and you know, people don't want you to hear that. Of course, they don't want that out there, but it's true. You can stop anything with food. You can kill cancer with food. You know, they don't
Yeah.
want people to know this. They want people to believe in their medicine, and then that's what leads people down the
Mhm.
wrong path. Like it's funny. You ever think of all these guys like these natural healing doctors? It always be something
Mhm.
like you hear about them getting killed. There's like some big conspiracy around it. Like they even had Dr. Sebi, right? Dr. Sebi, and you hear about all these guys that's killing. Then there was a guy even back in the day I heard about him that had a cure for AIDS. They killed him. You know, all
Mhm.
natural things, and all these guys, all natural. They don't want that out there. When Jesus healed people, when he helped the blind guy see, he used herbs from the ground, put it on his eyes, and he was healed. Now if you look up the same herb, I'm sure you can do the same healing with it. And there's people that do it. I know Adventist people that heal naturally, and other people out there. So they just don't want people to notice, and the more people notice, the more these viruses and all of these things can affect us, and they don't
Yeah,
want that.
PCT said heal with the right food, correct. And
hmm
also we have here the J Maverick show. What's up, guys? Hope everyone is staying safe. Thank you, J Maverick. Thank you for dropping by. We're doing
hmm
okay. Hope everything will do okay. I'm hearing and reading the people are thinking the situation is getting better worldwide. Are they kidding me? From Lee I don't know. It's like it's getting, I don't know. Sometimes what Jay and I did is just watch Prison Break, even though we watched the whole season already. Sometimes we just watch it and then stay away from news for a while because it's sometimes it's really affect you, you know. um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but let me read some other comments here, Jay. Is it okay?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Crazy Corpse Man, he's the one who donated some food in Caloocan. I don't buy it. They give ibuprofen for inflammation and fever. Obviously, people would have it in their system since high fever and inflammation are symptoms. Yeah, yeah. They said that in Italy, that's the first medicine they give, so that's why it was it. They have a lot of that in Italy. So that's why they advise do not use that. If ever you have a fever, just take paracetamol. That's what they advise. But still, guys,
No,
I
I wouldn't
want
even
you
take
to
that. I wouldn't
visit.
take paracetamol. Don't take no paracetamol either. If you got a
Just visit
fever,
WHO or DOH if you want to know about the best, medicine to
yeah,
take.
because yeah, even no, well, you won't find it there either because they don't really give
Hmm.
any directions. They it's just like you look on WHO, it's just like okay, yeah,
Hmm.
just wait for us to take care of you and don't take care of yourself. And China figured it out. So how did China figure it out? They have no vaccines out there. China doesn't have any. China doesn't have any. Vaccines or no one came with a cure. It's a natural
Hmm.
cure, and that's what they're doing out there.
Just
The
being
only thing.
healthy. Hmm.
Yeah.
Staying healthy.
Hmm.
We have here Bert. Bert. I'm not gonna. Bert said been inhaling tea tree oil and baked in a pan on a hot cooker, trying to get nostril hot as possible. Yeah, we're doing that, Bert. Whenever I have cold, because I usually have cold all the time. I'm happy I don't have it right now, especially this virus coming. So I make sure that I'm healthy. Because last January I got sick. I have like fever, but it's not the virus is not here yet in the Philippines. So I got fever, and I was that's first after New Year. That's what happened. So I do a steaming. That's what Bert trying to say. He do the steaming where you smell, cover yourself in a blanket, boil water, and put some Vicks and smell it. It's really help because it clear your nostril and you can actually breathe and you can have a good night's sleep. So that's
The
a good
only thing with
suggestion.
that, well,
Steaming.
not
Hmm.
really. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why it's not that good. Because if you
All
have
right, this is a
coronavirus,
debate, Jay. This is a
no,
debate.
no, no,
Just
no, no,
kidding.
no, it's not debate. No, it's the truth.
I'm kidding.
Your body can't take those chemicals because now what happens is your body has to fight those chemicals. So your body's already trying to
Mm-hmm.
fight the virus. Now it's trying to fight those chemicals too.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
get what I'm saying? Because that's what happens. Like once you put something that's not natural into your body, like that's the old school way of healing. Like when you take a pill from the doctor, right? The doctor say, "Oh, you have a high blood pressure. Take this pill." Then before you know it, you're having heart attacks, and then before you know, you take another pill for this, and you take another pill for that. That's the old
Mm-hmm.
way of healing. That's why you see the snake in a lot of hospitals. That's the old way of healing of I forgot what it's called, but where they believe to actually make you sick from something else, and that would heal that problem, which it doesn't. That's why all these people are dying. I mean, if you think about it, the pills that are in the world are killing more people than coronavirus ever will. You know, the flu is killing up to 600,000 people a year, but we don't talk about
Mm-hmm.
that. You know, the way to get healthy from all of this, and the best way that we're gonna keep from getting sick, because with this virus, I don't know. I think it's a situation to where it's like, you're taking these natural remedies like you do with a flu, and you need more than that. It's not gonna stop it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what
Because
that's what
the.
that's
Mm-hmm.
what our website was saying. That okay, that's what our website is saying. You got to get your gut right. You got to get your body healthy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
stop. And it spoke about it. You've seen the TV word there. Okay, it's talking about it. The only way
Mm-hmm.
to stop it is by good health. It's not by all of
Yeah.
these different things that we do when we get the flu. It's not going to save
Mm-hmm.
us. We got to take a different approach, and that's what's
Yeah.
happening
Because
now.
this crazy virus is like very invisible. Like you can actually it's really different from the flu because the flu you already know your symptoms. You have this, you have cough, you have colds, but this one is still unknown. What are the other things that they can do to you? So that's why this is really like invisible enemy, like So that's why the best way for us to be as you said, Jay, is just being healthy and staying at home, guys. As Dante said, the reason the US is a lot, Dante said here, it's probably spreading more in America because people are still going to parties instead of staying home. Yeah, I saw some video, Dante, that they're like, oh no, we're gonna enjoy spring break. It was in the news. Like they're like, they doesn't believe it. So sometimes being hard headed will make you in the wrong, that's wrong foot. I don't know. I'm getting nosebleed here because there's a lot of foreigner in your live chat, Jay. Hello,
Oh no, you speak
guys.
good
We have
English.
30 people watching.
You speak good
Thank you
English.
for
You speak
dropping
good
up,
English.
guys.
You speaking good English.
We're just giving few advices, but still you need to um, do research. You can visit WHO for other things or Department of Health. But these are the
Okay,
things that we take. What?
sorry, I'm not gonna argue with you, but you keep saying WHO. They're not gonna have the answers.
No,
They
because
don't know what's
you
going on.
know.
I mean, like just like what's his name? Lee just said, like of course, I know that it will help prevent, but what I'm saying, it won't stop it for you. Like what works for you, what works for me, not may not work for you. So but you got to be healthy. That is true. If you're healthy, that will help prevent. But it's not. I'm not saying that it's going to stop it. You're right. You're right about that, Lee. I can't
Mhm.
guarantee that's going to stop it from you, but it will. It will help prevention because that's what helps stop any viruses by you being healthy,
Mhm.
having good, good health and eating right. Your body won't even be able to accept it. It just you have things in your body ready to kill it right away.
Mhm.
hmm But yeah, guys,
I
just
would
end
just
up
need
going.
rest.
I didn't expect to be on this long to tell you the truth. I just want to talk about one article, but I got on and it's like I feel like I can't leave out any information. You know, I feel like I can't because being in the final hour with this thing here, and it's getting bad. It's getting bad. It's really getting bad, and people need help. And I just pray that there's a lot of people out there. I don't think it's a hoax, but it may stop people from. Oh yeah, people definitely not going to vote.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even here
people.
in the Philippines, when Jay and I was riding a Grab before, that was around February already, and this virus we already do a prevention like spray everything. You don't touch anything. The
Mm-hmm.
Grab driver told us, oh no, that's not the Grab driver. The taxi driver told us like, oh no, this not real. That's fake. That's just a fake news. I was like, Kuya, I'm not saying it
Yeah,
to you because you're gonna give it to us. I'm just
yeah,
giving you a
yeah.
prevention.
No,
You
I
have
felt
some
like it.
alcohol. Yeah, have some alcohol. Use a mask because you are having a lot of different passenger. I'm not telling that you're gonna give us to us because it felt like the situation is like maybe he's thinking that he's gonna give it to us, the virus. But what I'm trying to say is just giving him an advice because Kuya, this is like you have a lot of customer. You need to wear a mask or have an alcohol with you because there is a chance that you're gonna get it, especially if your job is like that. So
Yeah.
anyway,
No,
I hope.
it's
Hmm.
funny because the guy, right? He said it and then he started like
Hmm.
coughing a little bit, and me and Kay had masks on our face. We put the mask up right away, and it just so happened that we was getting out the cat. And this was like a month ago, right, Kay? This was like a
Yeah,
month ago.
that's a different story, Jay. That's a
No, it's true.
different situation.
Oh, it's a different one. Yeah, we
The,
took out our
the, the
grass.
one you're the one you're saying that no, the one I'm mentioning is the taxi. Remember when we went
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Mega Mall? But
yeah,
the one you're saying is this month only, first week of March when we went and buy something in Mega Mall and we were
yeah,
the Grab and we when we go home, the person is coughing and then it was like, oh my gosh, they cover.
yeah. Exactly. And then it was one guy, right? It's crazy. Like all of these Grab drivers and taxi drivers were acting like they're invincible. And me and Kay, and this was like me and Kay was on it since like the beginning, close like what was it like January something, right? We started hearing
Hmm.
about the cases, and we heard about that it was in China. We
No, I
started
started Chinese New Year.
Chinese
We
New Year. And
already
that was
like
like in February, right?
no January, end of January.
January. Yep. And we were, and right
Mhm.
after that, right after Chinese New Year, me and Kay were mashed up and alcohol everywhere. And the
Mhm.
Grab drivers, they were just walking around like nothing was happening. Like I didn't even want the guy. It was crazy. Like he grabbed my suitcase, no suitcase. He had grabbed my shopping bag and put it in the back of the Grab, right?
Mhm.
And I told him, I said, don't touch my bag, right? Because I mean, I'm not like a giant guy, but I'm a pretty sizable guy. I got weight on me. I can carry my own bags. I can carry 15, 100 bags at one time. I don't need you to help me with my bag.
So
So
only
the guy,
100.
no, no, but I'm saying I can if I tried. And the guys help me, and I'm like, oh man, this guy,
Now
this guy.
also that guy, the same Grab driver, he told me, "Oh no, I don't believe that. You just need to have a healthy immune system. I don't wear masks. I don't have
It's
alcohol."
it's
I was like, oh.
it's funny you said that. You're right, Crazy Horseman. I gotta post that.
He
Um,
said a mask won't help anyway. In this situation, it would get you
you need
infected through your eyes.
glasses. Yep, you gotta have your face covered, your mouth covered, and you have your nose covered, and also you need glasses as well. That's why I wear shades everywhere I go. I put on shades to make sure if somebody calls for this to get my eye. Pretty soon, me and Kay are waiting for the delivery from Shopee. We're gonna have the full mask like the same ones they have in the hospital. We're waiting on that to
Mm-hmm.
come. Then when
I
that
don't think it's
comes,
coming, Jay.
well, it might come. It might come. And if it does, I'm gonna get a. We're gonna go out with the full what's the name suit, the full hazmat suit,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll go anywhere in the world with that on. You know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, yeah,
The mask really. Some people, some grocery store not allow you to enter without the mask no more.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
some people wear it because they have they're coughing or something. But the reason we're wearing it because it also affect in your eyes, but it also like just to cover your mouth as well. But it's really important to wear the glasses, the transparent glasses. I want to order that, but I don't think it's coming because Shopee right now is our order stuck in Paranaque and it's not coming yet. I order it's already there since March 16, and I
Hmm.
ordered the mask will cover like this, like a hat and like that. Just the one they use in PPE, you know the. Anyway, I hope it comes so we can wear it and we can use it. Somebody asked here, Jay. There's someone asked question here about they're coming to the Philippines in October. I forgot his name here. Somebody asked here that they are coming in October. We doesn't know if it's already okay in October, but we pray that it's gonna be okay
It
because
might be.
yeah.
It might be. And if it's not, see, the thing is, right? This is the beautiful thing that's happening in the Philippines right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not spreading like to like Boracay. It was out there, but then it kind of went away. It's not really. I don't know if it's a Cebu yet. Like we're not hearing about too many cases in those areas, right? Okay.
There's some cases, but it's like some is like PUI. I didn't watch too much anymore right now because I really honestly I get some like I watch how many people how many cases, but sometimes it's like it's stressful a little bit watching it too much. But I also want to be on the news. I hear some in some places like Davao, I think there is in Cebu, but it's not like a lot compared to to Manila, to Metro
No,
Manila.
yeah.
So yeah, it's still more here in Metro Manila.
And the thing is, they will never really know because oh, you said the magic name. Ooh, Bert talked about Bill Gates. You know what's crazy, Bert? I said it before last week, and I'll say it again. There's no coincidence that Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, right? And Kay knows
Mhm.
this, are donating
Mhm.
billions of dollars to Planned Parenthood and these vaccines. It's for a
Mhm.
reason, right? Now, think about it. Think about this. The only way to get money, say these guys are invested in vaccines, right? They invested in it. The richest guys in the world. It's straight evenness. Straight evenness. Now,
Mhm.
they invested in this, right, Bert? They already invested in this. Now they got to get more serious first. Countries got to go bankrupt. The stock market has to crash.
Mhm.
Now, then you got a guy like that owns, Apple or that owns Microsoft or that has, multi-billion-dollar corporations turn around and say, "Oh, you don't know it's them because it won't come out in their name." But that's what they're investing in, Bert. I know you know this already. A lot of guys here know this. Then they have their people come out. We got the cure. So now everybody else is bankrupting, but the guys that are worth 15 billion, 20 billion, they get richer. They never go broke. Too big to fail. So somebody's benefiting off of this, and you're not selling. You're not going to be sell laptops, but you're going to sell some viruses. You're going to sell some vaccinations, and that's straight sad what the powerful do. Yeah. Yep. See, Bert, I know about all that. And it's all coming to truth. Like before it was all conspiracy theories, but now it's all coming true. It's not conspiracy theory anymore, It's not that these guys are crazy anymore. It's happening now. Yeah, it's creepy. I know. It is creepy. It is. It's creepy and it's wild. And it's they don't care. They put it on TV now, like 9/11, they predict that and they put it in movies that 9/11 was gonna happen. They put it in movies. They put it in other things. They put these viruses and all these pandemics in movies. We got ready. Come on, you look at Netflix. You already got pandemic movies out for 5 years, 10 years. They do it to program you, so you go, "Oh yeah, that's gonna happen." No,
I
they
know that's
created
what I'm saying to you last time, Jay. Sorry to cut
it.
you off. It's like we watch. Yeah, sorry to cut you off, Jay.
No,
Sorry. I was mentioning to you before, like there's a lot of zombie movie that released. Like there's a lot of zombie series, zombie movies. Is like they're preparing the people to how it looks like if it's you're not gonna be zombies, but if like you're gonna get virus or something. It's like most of the series right now and movies that being played is like zombies. Jay, you need to listen.
No, I know.
I was
You know
saying
what's funny?
about the zombies. Yeah.
Zombies. What's funny?
It's like you're being prepared.
I wouldn't even be surprised if the next virus make us zombies. I was like, yo, you gotta be kidding me. I wouldn't even be shocked. I'd be like, oh, we zombies now, huh? Like y'all just took it all the way there. Like now everything is like movies are real. A lot of people don't realize that. Like all this stuff is real. It's just they're predicting the future and they're doing it in such a way to where we programmed already to watch these movies to where it's just now when it happens, oh, that's gonna happen. Like for instance, they were talking about right, Kay, a movie was out years ago talking about
Pandemic.
pandemic, and we're gonna keep having these different strands, and it's more than just coming from a Wuhan supermarket. They created it. I'm telling you, I know. I think they're putting in the animals, and then they set up the whole scenario. You get what I'm saying? But I can't even think about it right now. My head just. If y'all don't know,
Actually,
my head.
before guys, we watch some viruses show, pandemic or whatever. Right now, Jay doesn't like to watch the pandemic movie because
No,
it's like it's
no,
happening. It's
no, not even
happening
that.
right now.
No, I get stressed, kid. I get stressed because when it's like something's gonna happen
Hmm.
and it's
I just
planned.
hope that this one will finish very soon. Like,
It's not. It's not gonna finish.
because I
It's not
feel
gonna
bad
finish.
for those people who doesn't have a job, the one who, especially those frontliners. It's like
Yeah,
they
it's
are
gonna get
there
worse.
saving people life, and people is still going outside and getting the virus, spreading it. Oh, it's
It's
like,
gonna it's gonna get worse, Kate. Then pretty soon, next is famine. Next is
hmm
famine. First you gotta break us, then you gotta have it to where we have to rely on you for food. So now if one of you guys say, okay, you know what, let me start preparing and get my own farm,
hmm
then that's gonna be stopped. I'm not sure if you guys know there are articles years ago. I'm sure you guys noticed they were actually trying to stop farms and stuff like that. It's crazy. They were
yeah,
actually trying to go against farm owners and make it to where
according to.
corporations. Huh?
Mhm. No, I
Look
just
at
reading Lee Croft message. He said here in Britain, we just had our highest number of death in 24 hours, 260, and people are still thinking the situation worldwide is getting better. How is the situation getting better? Isn't it?
yeah,
It
it
isn't. It
isn't.
isn't.
No, it isn't. It
Mm-hmm.
isn't. It isn't because you know, it's gonna take more. It's gonna take us to change our ways. That's what's gonna happen. And people can't put the hamburgers down. Me myself, I'm craving McDonald's still. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll be honest with you. Me and Kay
But
talked about it the
Jay
other day.
is eating his McDonald's right now is my shawmai because I made this shawmai, put in a freezer. Every day he's eating the shawmai.
Yeah, well, I'd rather be eating that than it's crazy too because you still see people ordering from McDonald's, right, Kay? People
Yeah.
still ordering McDonald's, and it's like, man, how could you order something from another person? I don't care how protected they are. You got open air in places. Somebody
Mhm.
remove their mask, cough, and then in the freezer too, right? At that, and they cough in the freezer, the refrigerator, and then boom, the whole McDonald's is like it's too crazy out here. You really got
This
to be
virus,
paranoid.
yeah, this virus teach us how to cook your own food, like home cook. You will able to eat good food as well because you gotta eat food at home only. And also,
Hmm.
this virus is cleaning the environment right now. Here in Manila, in Metro Manila, the air is fresher, more fresh than before because there's less, vehicle, less people traveling. There's more
Hmm.
fresh air.
Yeah, and Bert, they test a lot of that stuff on Africa too. They test it on Africa. They test the viruses on Africa and also on China. And the reason why they do it on China more now, why they're leaning more towards China, because Chinese people are everywhere.
Yeah, Jay said his wife and mom are nurses and work every time they go to work. Yeah, I feel bad for the frontliners. I just hope that they gonna be still, stay healthy and stay safe because here in the
Mhm.
Philippines, if I'm not mistaken, there's 9 doctors. Or if I'm not mistaken, maybe 6 or 9, 6 to 9. Because I think they said nine doctors died for this
Hmm.
virus. It's like n- they they doesn't choose either you are rich, either you are poor.
Yep.
This virus will just gonna get into you once you are exposed because there's a lot of popular celebrities and popular politicians who have it already, and it's like I'm just saying to all the Filipino people, please stay at home if you can. If you're not buying any groceries, just stay at home. I feel bad because I'm seeing when last time we went outside, Jay, I see some kids outside. It's like I can't do anything. Kids are just walking around. It's like nothing happening. They just enjoy.
Hmm.
It's just
Yeah,
crazy. It's like
yeah. I was just talking about that too, Lee. No, I don't think. I think they produced it, but they gave us a scenario. They sold us on a scenario of, oh yeah, it came from the markets, and no, you put it there. That's the scenario they sold us. You know.
they said there's a lab below the Wuhan market. There's a lab
Yeah, no,
laboratory. Maybe
a
this
la-
is Stranger
what?
Thing.
Okay, come on. What is a laboratory doing under a market? Come on now.
No, I
Come
said
on.
that's where it came
Yeah, yeah. That's what
from
they.
the
That's what
lab.
they.
But
That's what
I don't know
they.
if it's a real news, but it was news in US before. They
Well,
mentioned
no,
it, but
I think that's where they released it at. They released it in the market, you know. And yeah, Bert, yeah, yeah, you probably can still find it, guys, if you want to find Bill Gates. And I've actually seen that too. I've known about that for years. And it's actually open news. You see Bill Gates and Warren Buffett donating money, donating billions of dollars. Like you got kids starving in Africa all over the world, not even just Africa. It's kids even still hungry in the Philippines, and all over the world, and they're giving billions of dollars towards killing babies and vaccinations. And vaccination is nothing but death anyway. I mean, yeah, that's exactly what it is, and it's sad. It's sad. And now it's coming into effect. All of that, like you said, what happened with Bill Gates and Warren Buffett and what they invested in, it's coming right back around in full circle now. And it's like, oh man, those conspiracy theories wasn't conspiracy theorists. That was real.
Mhm.
It was all real. It's like it's crazy.
Look at the message of Dante. This is what do you know what Dante J think about that as well? Dante said, "Do you think
I
Tom
already
Hanks
know.
really has the virus, or he was paid to say he does?" Jay also think that when they mentioned to him that Tom Hanks has it, but
Yeah,
because
they got to make it popular. They got to make it popular. The whole thing is to make it popular with the masses. They put a face on it. Idris Elba, Rudy Gobert. It's gonna be somebody else to pop up next. You got to put a face on it. You know, you got to put a face on it, and then you got to hide how to prevent it. You know, but the thing is, with the truth, it still pops up here and there. The truth still pops up no matter what. But you got to hide it. You know, you got to hide the truth. And a lot of times, you know, the biggest lie ever told is the one closest to truth. You know, the biggest lie ever told is the one closest to truth. So think about that, right? And then next,
It's
what's
so
gonna
funny.
happen? Uh-huh.
Sorry, Jay,
Okay.
I cut you off because there's someone
Sure.
mentioned about Hong Kong here. I was looking on the statistic for Hong Kong. Hong Kong is like really low, as in their infection, their cases is very low. They have a good standing right now. It's like those those places near to China, they're all okay right now. It's like I don't understand. It's like it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's what it is. But guys, just take a look. You know, they've been testing on them, and also now they're testing on China, and then they're testing with other places and other parts of the world we don't even know about. But and they got people in the lab still. But anyway, you know, the thing is this is gonna clear up too. It's gonna clear up. It's gonna clear
But
up. But
doesn't know
after that,
when.
no, we don't know when, but it's gonna clear up. Because what's gonna happen is, you know, you're gonna have a lot of people that understand, okay, you know what? The thing that's killing us, if you look at the countries, right? Look at a lot of the Asian countries and what's going on right now. If you look at Thailand, look at what's going on with their cases. Look at China, right? Look how many people recovered in China. You got to look at what else? Okay, what else is doing good? Most of the Asian countries, right? Having a lot of recoveries. That's what I'm saying. Look at the countries. Look at the countries recovering. You know, like even Germany, they figured something out. Maybe it's diet. You know, it's all diet, and
There's a
they're
lot
pretty
in
good.
Germany still, Jay.
I know it's a lot there, but they have a lot of recoveries. I'm talking about the countries that are having a lot of recoveries.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, they have nothing to stop it. So they're building up their immune systems.
Hmm.
You know,
You know what's sad about this? Because here in the
in
Philippines,
Pakistan too, I've seen
they said they have a lot of test kit already, but I hear the news today. One person died, and that person doesn't. They just found out that they have this virus. Oh my gosh, this virus. They're only under person under investigation only, and then
Mhm.
the person died, and they found out they are positive. So it's like you're not having the test kit yet. The test kit is not enough here in the Philippines because compared to US, they have a lot of test kit here. Like look at
Yeah.
the cases they have. They can check like this. So I hope they help Philippines to get more test kits so people will know and take precaution more um safe
But
safety precaution. Go ahead, Jay. Sorry.
no, I was gonna say, you know what happened, and what's gonna happen to a lot of people. Like
Hmm.
there's so many people that have it right now and don't know, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's gonna recover. That's gonna recover. You know why? Because they don't know they have it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So they're not paranoid about it. And it's sick, but the mind really is that powerful. But still, guys, prevent yourself. I'm gonna wrap it up right now. Um, I'm gonna wrap it
Actually,
up.
Jay wants to do it 15 minutes only.
Yeah, this
Sorry.
15 minutes turned into a full-on discussion, but it was needed. It was needed. You know, it was needed. I can tell it was on a lot of you guys' mind too. And yeah, we definitely need to do this soon. You know, who knows? Maybe tomorrow, because I'm noticing that you guys like look up a lot of the things
Yeah,
that I
people here are
research.
sharing their things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a lot of you guys talk about a lot of things that I know and that I understand and about governments and the way, you know, it's all corrupt and it's all open knowledge now. That's what's happening is that it's all open knowledge to where these governments can't hide. It's all in the open, and they don't care about hiding either. So it's just getting crazy. But yeah, guys, thank y'all for coming. I had a great time talking about this. You know, this was heavy on my heart today. Um,
Thank you,
you know,
PCP.
seeing the way, like I get up every day and I look at the countries, right? And I look at different countries. And I said it before. I said it to Kat. I seen it. I said it last week. I think it was a week and a half ago. I did a live. I was saying, you know, I said Kay, and Kay was like, "Oh, you crazy? Remember?" I said, "Kay,
About
China's
what? About
probably."
what?
I said China's probably the safest place to be right now, and not
Oh,
even
yeah,
get
he
sick.
mentioned. You
I
mentioned
said
that in
that.
the other live we had.
Yeah, and that was like 2 weeks ago. And that's before. That was right when I was noticing. I said, "Wait a minute, China's numbers are not rising anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They're not rising."
In a
And
matter
I
of two
said,
weeks, in a matter of 2 weeks, they are 80,000. They just
mhm.
add like I think hundreds only. They're like eighty
Yeah, like
thousand
500,
something extra.
500 or
Right now
600
they're
more.
81,
Yeah.
but they add little hundreds only. So the reason I mentioned to Jay, like Jay, you're right, because there's one Filipino. He's staying in I think, in China, where they have
Mhm.
this lockdown
He
that
was sleeping,
happened.
right?
He mentioned that he mentioned in his live that people are more scared. Chinese people are more scared than Filipinos when they see Asian. They're scared on them now. Before they're scared on the Chinese people,
Hmm.
but right now it's like the opposite because they're all okay now in
Yeah.
Wuhan. They're going back to business already. That's
Hmm.
what he mentioned in his interview with Idol Rapi Tupo. He mentioned that
Hmm.
people are. It seems like it's more safe to be there than to be
That's what
in
I
the other
said.
country. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, guys, and you can see. See, the thing is, you can see the different. You can see what's happening sometimes ago, and you can predict it. Like I don't know. I just seen it. I said, wait a minute, they figured it out. And then once it went 2 weeks past from when we had that live, I said, man, I was right.
No,
China's
also
probably the best place
the
to be.
discipline, Jay, discipline. The people are
Yeah.
being disciplined there. When they
Hmm.
say stay inside the house, when you go out, you need to be protected or only, social distancing, whatever they follow the rules. So it will not further spread because 1:5. This virus is 1:5. One person,
Yeah.
it will spread to five, and that's 5 person. We're gonna spread to another five is gonna be like you times
Yeah.
it. You do the
I
math,
know.
it's gonna be crazy. So I just hope, guys, let us be stay safe and
Yeah.
eat healthy, feed our immune system. Thank you for the live, J and K Dojo from Dojo. Let
Hmm.
me just give a shout out to those
Thank you all
people
for
who dropped
coming.
by here, guys. Lee Croft, thank you. J Maverick Show, Bert, Blackman Filipino wife. Food is life. Yes, food is life. I'm getting. I'm gonna put a mask on Jay inside the house because we're eating too much. Me too. Like sometimes like you need to cover your mouth. Food is life. What do you call this? Christopher TX, who else? PCT, D Parker, who else? Hangster. Guys, if I did, Jojo Wonder Kung if I didn't mention, thank you so much for dropping by. Reginald
Hmm.
Graham, who else? Those people who share their knowledge and their information about this. Thank you so much, guys, for dropping by.
Yes. Thank you all. And who knows?
Yeah, here. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have to set a time of when I'm going to do this again. But what I'll do, guys, is take a look at my community. I'll announce when I'm going live a day before. I'm sure you guys we'll all probably see it if you look at it. I'll definitely announce within a week, a couple of days before that I'm going live, and we can meet up and do this again. But thank y'all for coming. Much love and support from y'all. Thank you. I love the support, and speak to y'all later. Peace.
Thank you, guys. Bye.